Bauchi State is poised to become a premier investment destination in Nigeria, offering a wide range of opportunities across various sectors. At a roadshow to launch the forthcoming State Economic Investment Summit, Bauchi Investment Summit 1.0, Unlocking Investment Potential in the Pearl of Tourism, which was held at the NAF Conference Center, Abuja on July 1st, 2025. Key officials of the government showcased the huge untapped potential of the state, even as they released mouth-watering incentives aimed at attracting both local and international investors. The event was graced by top government functionaries and potential investors, among whom were Governor of Bauchi State, His Excellency Senator Bala Abdulkadri Mohammed, who was represented by the Deputy Governor of the state, the Right Honorable Awal Mohammed Jatau, Secretary to the state government, Dr. Aminu Hamayo, Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Investment, Honorable Mohammed Salis Gamawa, and his counterpart from Ministry of Information, Alhaji Usman Shehu, Commissioner for Works, Honorable Titus Kate Kuka, Commissioner for Agriculture, Honorable Dr. Ilyas Gital, and Commissioner for Natural Resources, Honorable Mohammed Mewada Bello. Also present were the Special Advisor to the Governor on Media and Publicity, Alhaji Mukhtar Gidado, Member Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Professor Murtala Sabo Sagagi, who is the chairman of the Bauchi State Investment Summit, Chief Economic Advisor to Governor Bala, Yahuza Adamu Harina, Mr. Ishmael Balogun, President, Nigerian Indonesia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, National President, National Sunflower Association, Jibril Bukar, Dr. Ife Diogbona, Executive Secretary, Southeast Business and Investment Summit Group, Director General, Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Agabai Dujidani, who represented the President, Abuja Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Kabir Mohammed Sizwe, Chairman, Market and Terminal Group, Haji Aladi Katagum, Consultant, and the CEO, Gavinter and Associates, Publishers of truevisionNG, Mr. Ima Agu. Among the foreign investors at the event were China Railway Engineering Company, Yucheng Chen, Philip Isu representing China Harbour Engineering Company Limited, Ephraim Waziri representing CGGC, MPH Power Limited, Tiazin. In his opening speech, the Bauchi Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Investment, Honorable Mohammed Salis Gamawa, highlighted the benefits the summit would bring to the system. He said the investments would come up in October in Bauchi State.
It's a particular honor for us as a state to have you all here with us, to work together as partners, as brothers, as keepers, as people of common hope, and as people of common destiny. To be with you, to journey on this path of progress and development. Our intentions are very clear and simple. It's to have one of the befitting partnership that will accord us a mutual or mutually beneficial relationship that we walk in the quest of life. I thank you most sincerely for coming. I welcome you to this occasion, and I wish you a very fruitful conversation with us.
The Deputy Governor, while speaking at the event, highlighted the importance of investing in Bauchi State while commending the committee in charge of the summit. He pledged that the state government will provide a supportive environment, making it easy for businesses to thrive.
I am indeed pleased to be here with you today at this most important occasion of the Bauchi State Economic and Investment Summit Roadshow holding here in Abuja. I extend to you my warm greetings and that of the government and good people of Bauchi State. And I wish to seize this opportunity to formally inform you of the upcoming Bauchi State Economic and Investment Summit, scheduled to hold in October 2025 at the International Conference Center, Government House, Bauchi. It has become imperative for us to leverage on the abundant potentials we have in agriculture, livestock, mineral resources, oil and gas, renewable energy sources, and a large human capital base. It will seek to achieve the following objectives and outcomes. showcase investment-ready opportunities through plenary session and exhibition, promote the growth of SMEs through their exposure and facilitation to market and business partnerships, and foster strategic collaboration through the execution of memoranda of understanding and creation of joint venture platforms. It is against this background that I humbly wish to invite your kind attention to the presentation that is going to be made, highlighting the key investment potentials we have in the state, and look forward to your support in extending the information far beyond this event, every prospective investment.
Dr. Aminu Hamayo, the secretary to the state government, while presenting his papers, highlighted the rich mineral, cultural, natural, and human resources and the gains investors will have when they invest in Bauchi State.
The key sectors that we believe we have huge potentials in: hospitality and tourism, agriculture, livestock, natural resources, tech and ICT, energy, urban and rural development, and then we have, brownfields in a number of sectors. Next. Well, for hospitality and tourism, within Yankari that the video has spoken about, there are a number of attractions around that. We have alluring wildlife, about 52 species of mammals, variety of insects and birds, reptiles and amphibians. We have the Wiki Warm Spring. The Wiki Warm Spring is unique because it has a water that has a constant temperature of 31 degrees centigrade all through the year, 7 days in the week, 24 hours in a day. In addition to that, we have 4 other warm springs around Yankari. Now, beyond Yankari, we have the Sun Wildlife Park, where we have a huge population of zebras and giraffes and impalas that were translocated from Namibia, which have adapted very, very well and are growing in their numbers. Then we also have the Gezi rock paintings of the Neolithic age. We have this Panshanu stone heaps, quite a number of tourist attractions that we believe we can leverage upon, to improve on, the investment space.
Other speakers lent their voices in highlighting the rich potentials of Bauchi State and lauded the imminent investment summit as a timely potential catalyst for transforming Bauchi's huge natural resources into a developmental paradigm with positive impact on the well-being of the people.
Over the last 2 years, we have witnessed what is going on around the world, the geopolitical tension, the realignments, and what have you. All these are making countries around the world, including the United States, to start looking inwards for ways to foster their growth, generate full employment, and really create enormous opportunities for their own people. This is happening all over the world. And when you come back home, Nigeria over the last 2 years has embarked on significant economic reform. Some of it, we are not very happy, but greater part of it, very, very necessary. Because that's the only way to remove distortions and at the same time lay solid foundation for industrial activities, for agricultural transformation, and for all the economic activities that we need to foster growth and development in this country. This is the opportunity that Bauchi State has actually uncovered. How are we going to look at the advantages of the current economic reform of the federal government and really unlock the opportunities, which I can tell you is enormous in Bauchi State, so that we can begin not only to transform Bauchi State, but to contribute significantly to the growth and development of this country.
This is our first public interaction. So I think, yes, it's come out. We can always do better. We'll always try to improve on every interaction we have. But for the work that's been done and the speed with which we expected to deliver this, I think this was a job well done for the people that planned and did this thing. The whole summit is really a platform in which investors can come to Bauchi, be exposed to what is available. But the real work starts when the people commit. We want people to commit to going forward. So the summit itself is really, we're creating the avenue for people to interact with Bauchi directly, to interact with our governor, His Excellency, who is really behind this whole thing and the driving force behind this, to see the things that he's trying to sell in the state. What is it? Because it is only through the economy that we can get a sustainable thing. So our work, the summit itself, is not an end. It's really the beginning. It is the door. We're opening the doors for people to come into the state.
One thing I know for sure, one of our duties that the government always told us, look, you don't only sell your state, you also protect the interest of the investor. Make sure that whatever he invests is guarded and he comes back or invites more people. And that, I assure you, is one of the priorities of the state government. Anybody who invests in Bauchi, his investment is protected. We have some we've done that for the past 10 years. Other governments have come and they are still ongoing. So I'm reassuring you that the government of Bauchi is serious, has always been serious when it comes to investment. Bauchi is in the northeast, but it is the most secured. Over 14 years in Bauchi, I've never experienced an incident. I always travel by road all over the state and from Abuja to Bauchi. And by the grace of God, nothing happened. And I assure you that if there were security issues, it would have been of primary concern for the government to ensure.
I commend the governor, I commend His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, and I commend the Executive Council of Bauchi State. You have laid a formidable foundation, and it is only for people now to begin to build. Bauchi is very big in livestock, and livestock is an industry that is close to $33 billion in worth, but we haven't scratched the surface. So I am glad to see that livestock is one of the mainstreams of this investment pursuit. So I congratulate you on behalf of the business community in Abuja, and I very clearly declare that as we were invited to come and knock and ask and seek, we have started knocking, and Bauchi will be the better for it.
Speaking with Hajia Ladi Katagum, she said the Bauchi State Investment Summit offers a unique opportunity for investors to connect with decision makers, explore viable projects and secure partnerships that promise strong returns and long-term impact.
Bauchi State is a state that is naturally endowed very well agriculturally, also with mineral resources, a lot of mineral resources. But I don't think a lot of people are aware of that, are aware of the investment opportunities in Bauchi. We're hoping to bring in investment, both domestic and foreign. Specifically, we're even concentrating more on domestic investment because it's easier actually. The people are already in the country, the resources are there. You don't have to look at starting a new company afresh and visas, everything, at least, and it's there, you know, they're there already in the country. So instead of having to woo fresh, but we're also, it's both we're doing, but primarily I think we're placing more emphasis on existing investors.
I can say this is the best thing the Bauchi State government will be doing, because it is the private sector drives the economy, and when the economy is vibrant, development is certain. And with sunflower in the background, third most consumed edible oil in the world after soya and palm. It is rated the second best after olive. But In the Nigerian context, a lot of us does not know much about it. And that is why we have taken it upon ourselves to propagate it. In fact, even inviting investors, which we have now gotten, and we have cited Bauchi State as the first state that will have a sunflower oil mill from an indigenous investor.
I must commend NIPC and of course the Bauchi State government for being very proactive in attracting investment into the state of Bauchi. As far back as 2019, South Africa was Indonesia's #1 trading partner in the African continent. 2020, we surpassed that. They did $1.9 billion in trade balances. In 2020, we were able to do $2.0 billion, and Nigeria as a nation became Indonesia's #1 trading partner in the African continent. And we didn't do that by working alone. We did that by collaborating with state governments from the private sector and of course from the public sector. So looking at the areas of strength for Bauchi State, I see a lot of collaboration that can actually work with Indonesia. For example, the rice plantation, rice processing. Indonesia as a country is able to harvest rice 3 times in a year, unlike Nigeria, who probably does it once a year. They did that because they've been able to do a lot with what I call research and development. So we are more than able to connect Bauchi State government with investors in the rice production and processing industry to help you actualize that dream.
I will assure you that a lot of investors and businesses from Southeast will be in Bauchi in October for the summit. Already, a lot has been done because we are reaching out. Indeed, when the SAG talked about the pharmaceutical industry not being in the Northeast, I placed a call with Juhel Pharmaceuticals, who is from Southeast. I said, did you hear this? And coincidentally, 2 days ago, we met at the airport with Juhel. Juhel said, I'll be in Bauchi for the summit, and I'll be in Enugu for the roadshow. So these are some of the partnership-driven projects we are into. And I'm sure that talking to the governor, His Excellency, he told me and said, where in the north you see peace, that means the government is determined. We in Bauchi are determined because we have all it takes. We are not making business out of insecurity. And I was happy when the Chief Economic Advisor re-emphasized here that Bauchi is corruption-free.
Good news is, some companies have indicated interest on investing in the vast investment opportunities the state have. One of such is the North China Power Engineering Co. Limited, NCPE. According to them, they are interested in exploring partnership in the area of power generation projects, transmission and distribution for industrial clusters, rural electrification and mini-grid, power infrastructure development for Bauchi's planned industrial park and future data centers. Given its strategic location bordering 7 states, Bauchi State provides access to large markets, both locally and internationally, and investors can tap into the state's strategic location both in Nigeria and beyond. Come October 2025, the Investment Summit, which is the first of its kind, will take place at the International Conference Center, Bauchi, a newly constructed showpiece that will count as an iconic memorabilia to the many legacy infrastructure projects that have earned the Bala Mohammed administration applause over time. Please subscribe to True Vision TV for regular updates on the Bauchi State Investment Summit, a major anchor of Governor Bala Mohammed's My Bauchi Project program. In Abuja for True Vision TV, Ebere Anibo.